All right, we've got a blog, and we're going to be getting the Infestation team, which is going to be a war defense team with reworks coming to Black Widow, Ant-Man, YellowJacket, and Swarm. I guess they all have to do with bugs, if that makes any sense. Also, we've got a lot of events, and Omega Red is legendary event is coming back around, and then we've also got Cosmic Crucible store will be getting Agatha. So let's get through the blog post. I do like this summary at the beginning that kind of tells what all the events that are coming. June 12th, open training orb. So we've been talking about June 12th, use power cores. Then June 12th, also spend ISO 8 campaign energy. So we've been talking about saving these resources until then for sure. On June 12th, they will be opening up the ISO 8 hard campaigns, chapters 1 and 2. The Mega Red Legendary event, finally. Thor Infinity War will be coming for purchase on the 15th. And then we are going to be getting reworks and an Alliance War defensive team. And they're very specific here, saying that this is going to be a top defensive team that bringing anything less than a top offensive squad like nowhere result, and the force is getting squashed. So beware, Commander. Okay. Other thing too, I think the optimal strategy right now is to not cancel attacks in a war. And this particular team has a charge mechanic on Spider-Man Big Time, which does not happen on the second attack, in addition to the exhausted mechanic, which takes away 20% stats. And so this is a little bit similar to that of Black Order, where they get special buffs in the first round that they don't get in the following rounds, like round 2. So largely, I want to say it's most optimal to not be canceling attacks in war, because you still get penalized on points, and then you don't get the exhausted mechanic for the second attack. We're going to get into Spider-Man Big Time, his traits: Hero City Tech Controller, Spider-Verse, Infestation. Can't say that. Speed 128. We're going to go down to the passive. On spawn, gain speed up. Apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all Infestation allies. On war defense, if this character has 4 more Infestation allies, gain charged. This can only trigger once per war. And this is important because on his ultimate, which is going to go off first, when it's charged, does all kinds of nasty things, but luckily that's only going to happen once per war. On war defense, apply immunity to self and all Infestation allies. When this character's attacked, fill speed bar by 20% and for self and all Infestation allies. That seems pretty terrible. When this character or any Infestation ally drops below 50% max health, apply stealth to that character. All right. And I'm thinking about this right here. When he's attacked, speed bar, I mean, that's going to be AoE, right? You're just going to be feeding them speed bar if you're doing AoE and you're hitting him. So it is. Apply stealth to that character when they drop below 50% max health. And Black Widow gets a boost on her passive when characters go into stealth. So we'll cover that here in a minute. On war defense, apply evade to that character. While in anti-sound mode. So anti-sound mode is going to be after he does his special, and then stealth mode is going to be after he does his ultimate. Lower the armor of all enemies by 20%, while in stealth mode, gain 20% dodge chance. Max health, focus, and then on war defense, Infestation allies get max health, focus, and all speed bar generated by controller enemies is reduced by 50%. So in war, there's some important characters that are controllers that do manipulate speed bar: Doom, Omega Red, and Taskmaster. So that's basically pretty significant nerfs to possible counters to this team by negatively affecting those 3 particular characters. There might be more, but those are the 3 that I looked up and found initially. Now, his ultimate is going to be bonkers on the very first round because he's going to have charge, but the charge is only going to be once per war. All right, gain stealth mode and clear anti-sound mode. Attack all enemies for damage. Flip all positive effects and negative effects on the primary target. Apply disrupted for 2 turns. Gain 2 evade. If charged, do all this extra stuff. Apply disrupted for 2 turns. Flip all positive effects and negative effects. Apply trauma for 2 turns to all enemies. Apply blind to the 2 enemies with the highest speed. Steal up to 2 ability energy from every enemy. This character only gain a maximum of 2 ability energy from this attack. Then it loses charge. Extra focus, unavoidable, cannot be blocked, and cannot be assisted. So there's going to be a couple characters that have assist. Black Widow is going to be assisting, as well as Ant-Man are going to be normally assisting, but not on this particular ability. Special 3/3 anti-sound mode. Clear stealth mode, clear all barrier and revive once on primary target. Another enemy with the highest speed. Apply offense up for 2 turns and defense up for 2 turns to self and all infestation allies. Attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. And largely, I think the team is going to be striker. Like I'm guessing he's going to be a striker because of the assist mechanics that happen with Black Widow and Ant-Man. So I'm guessing that we'll do striker on him. Then you can do the triple attack, or it'll be a quadruple attack, I guess. Primary attack, deal damage, apply defense down maximum 3, bonus attack for 280% damage, and additional defense down up to a maximum 3 when forced. And so all of them have this. It's basically an anti-mind control ability. When forced to attack an infestation ally, this character deals less damage to infestation allies. So there is an anti-mind control mechanic on all of them that's been added to their kits. And then there's the safety attack, which is the ISO 8 counterattack assist. Attack the target for damage, piercing, apply additional +1 defense down up to a maximum of 3. Now we're getting to the reworks, and the reworks are interesting. Largely, they just added in like infestation to the kit, and then they have call outs to when they do their ultimate, they're also doing their special, and when they do their special, they're also doing their ultimate. And it works that way on all of them, with the exception of Black Widow. We'll get into it. Stat increases. So Ant-Man's getting stat increases. We're going to go down to his passive, and what they're going to add. Basically, the main thing is on Infestation or Pimtech, ally turn gain assist now. And typically on characters with assist now, you want Skirmisher ISO. We'll see that. And then in Dark Dimension, on spawn, apply evade to self and all Infestation and Pimtech allies. So they add this Infestation tag to a lot of the kit. We're going to go up to his ultimate, new, and basically it's going to be similar. But now, if Spider-Man Big Time is an ally, this attack will also have additional effects of this character's special. Come up to works, targeting the primary target. And it's the same true on the special. This attack will have additional effects of this character's ultimate, Stomp, targeting the primary target. Well, this is only going to be war defense, though. So it is what it is. On war defense, if played in the team with Spider-Man Big Time. So I don't think this team is going to work without Spider-Man Big Time. They kind of designed it that way. Player revive once from a primary target. So, and lastly, I mean, war defense teams are probably, for a lot of players, like the least priority. Like, you know, people usually prioritize the arena team. People prioritize the raids. People prioritize getting through Apocalypse and then upcoming Dark Dimension 6 and so on. Then maybe it's Crucible. Then maybe it's war offense. And then lastly, it's war defense. I mean, it seems like it's just a tier up from blitz teams, right? I don't feel like a lot of people have a high priority for war defensive teams. So reworks though, right? Reworks, Black Widow, stat increases. And then she is also, I just want to point this out before I show the changes, that when on self or ally stealth, apply offense up to self. Okay, that's fine. So she's going to have offense up quite a bit. On ally Hawkeye, Red Guardian, or Yelena, or Infestation ally turn, gain assist now. So probably Skirmisher's good on her. We'll have to see. We'll have to do some testing, but initially that's what I'm thinking. On war defense, on spawn, if Spider-Man Big Time is an ally, gain stealth and speed up. So that means she's also going to get offense up, right? And then we're going to go up to her special, which will always chain adjacent targets, basically. On war defense with Spider-Man Big Time ally, This attack will also have the additional effects of her special, right? Cannot be blocked and gains extra focus. Fine. Now, this is the only one that doesn't work like that. The special won't be getting the ultimate abilities, but the other characters, the other reworked characters do. This will add the immunity to turns and self and all infestation allies. Then they also gain the anti-mind control ability. Now, if she's going to be assisting all the time, it's important to note that her assist counter info, while she's stealth, will copy and clear all positive effects from the primary target. So that is going to be an interesting mechanic for the other 3 characters. That might be Striker. You know, she's going to come in and assist, and then this is going to copy and clear all positive effects on the primary target. So that is very good also. This is going to be like a mini boss on War Defense, like Heroes for Hire 3.0. We'll have to see how it plays out. I imagine it's going to be easier with the new exhausted mechanic, you know, so it won't be like Heroes for Hire where, you know, 17 attacks in a row don't get through it. Where this here, you know, it'll get easier because you can have up to multiple stacks of exhausted. I believe 3 stacks on the 4th attack, like maybe 4. I'd have to go and look. But anyways, it does stack. All right, let's go to Swarm. Basically, very similar. Gain 25% damage on War Defense. Infestation allies gain 25% damage. His ultimate gains the special abilities, and his special gains the ultimate abilities. So there you go. Then there's bonus attack, apply defense down, bonus attack, apply slow. So they're going to be a pain. YellowJacket. I don't see any passives getting upgraded, but the same thing on War Defense. They gain the special ability on War Defense. The special gains the ultimate ability, and then again, it has the forced, the mind control, the anti-mind control mechanic on the basic attacks. And then I think I skipped Ant-Man. We're going to go up here and look at Ant-Man because Ant-Man's going to have an assist mechanic as well, where on Infestation or Pimtech ally gain assist now and dark, you know, which is fine. But the other thing about Ant-Man is we actually have no information on what his special is going to be, his assist mechanic. It's not on MSF.gg anymore. It's not in this blog post. We actually have no public information other than digging through the JSON file to find out what his safety attack, which is his ISO assist mechanic. So in general, it's going to be a War Defense team. They're going to get a lot of synergies with each other. The first time that you attack them is going to be the worst because of the charge mechanic on Spider-Man 2099. Most of them, the reworked characters, their ultimates are going to be gaining their specials, and their specials will gaining their ultimates with the exception of Black Widow's special, but on War Defense only. I don't think a lot of people are going to be thrilled with this. And you might have to use your Nowhere team to beat them. June 15th, Thor will be coming to the game in the form of offers. They're restating that the Nowhere team is going to be required for a legendary character, and that's going to be in some sort of Scourge-like event, would be my guess. The first event kicking off next week on the 12th. There's 3 events starting on the 12th, but training orbs, and this is going to have the leaderboards for a 7 red Quicksilver, and leaderboards, of course, in my opinion, are just auctions. So this will be an auction for a 7 red Quicksilver. The milestone event will give bonus points for spending power cores. And then down here, tough crowds will be ISO 8 campaign energy. I'm personally saving my my strike pass ISO 8 for this tough crowds. A little bit down further, we're going to be getting the new ISO 8 chapters 1 and 2 on June 12th. And then Agatha will be coming to the Cosmic Crucible store, which recently Spider-Man 2099 was added there as well. Then they have some clarification here on the borders that we got for Pride Month. They will remain in your inventory indefinitely. There are some questions about that. And that about wraps up the blog post. I'm not going to ask if you're excited about a war defense team. I feel like I know the answer to that. But we are getting reworks. So I think reworks is better than new characters. I do think that there are going to be more characters on the next patch. This is just one of them. And it'd be, whatever, we're going to get 5 new characters and 4 reworks, or 5 new characters and 5 reworks. I don't know, but we're getting 1 new character and 4 reworks just for this team here. And I imagine a lot of people will be passing on this. We'll see. And I'll tell you this, if you do pass on it, they'll probably make it required for legendary characters. See, they seem to have a tendency to do that. If people are trying to skip teams, they make them a requirement for a future legendary character. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Keep looking. Bye for now. Nowhere. No war? All right.